So welcome everybody to a new test, and this is called the test hypothesis rising, and this is the second test. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing. We're gonna get a whole bunch of questions and hopefully get through it. So let's get started. Let's see how we do. Before experiencing this, it is highly recommended that you play this prequel. Okay. You wish staying in, so you gotta play the first one. Got it. I would like you to play the test and venture going forward and take the test and take it in. Gotcha. Close the game and have the opportunity. Exit the game. I already played the first one. Wonderful news. We can continue. Okay. Hi, dude. Why is there blood everywhere? Hello, and welcome to my office. It's truly a pleasure to see you here today. Please excuse the mess. I haven't had a chance to clean up yet. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time with blibber blabber and nonsensical speak, so I'll just get straight to the point. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves life's toughest questions. There's one question in particular I'd like to ask for you to ask yourself. Are you happy? Why? Why ask that right off the bat? And when I say happy, I don't mean content. Being content is great, but it's not the same as being happy. Yeah, I know. I'm always content, but never really happy. I want to help you. I don't know about that. You got blood stains behind you. I don't know what help you're gonna give me. Death? That'd be pretty helpful, yeah. I want to inspire you to be the best that you can be. You know, that's gonna be a hard task. I want to inspire you to be the happiest version of yourself. Oh, well, good luck with that one. I want to see you grow, inside and out. Now, how do we accomplish this, you might be asking? Good question. Allow me to explain. Yeah, I really don't know how you're going to do this, but you're going to ask me a ton of questions like the first one. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you're going to answer them with 100% entire honesty. Well, I did the last time too, so I don't know. And when I say 100% entire honesty, I mean 100% entire honesty. Think about it. You do want to be happy, don't you? You wouldn't want to do something so bold as to tempt fate by lying, would you? Well, whatever tempt fate the last time, you seem to have killed the shit out of them, so, yeah. Just remember, if you lie, the only person you're lying to is yourself. The only person who will suffer from this is you. Yeah, I know. And believe me, you will suffer. I'm already, you know, look, I don't lie. I used to lie to myself. I don't do that anymore because it makes the depression worse. So, you know, let's get on with it. Not to mention the effect, whether you tell the truth or not. I'll know. I don't know about that, but we'll see. But that's another story. Let's be moving on, shall we? We wasted enough time explaining what we're going to be doing. Yeah, you're right. Just remember, we all want to be good people. We all want to give the answers that we feel lend the most desirable human traits within ourselves. Yeah, I don't really have desirable human traits that I want to lend to. But sometimes good people do bad things, and sometimes we don't always have desirable traits as humans. I don't really have very good traits. I cannot express enough just how important it is to be truly honest while answering these questions, no matter how uncomfortable the truth may make you. Yeah, I know. Now it's time to get into the real meat of this experience. It's time for you to get the advice that you deserve. As you read the questions and scenarios during the process, I want you to create your own circumstances and build your own bridges to arrive at the answer that best suits your own psyche. If you've never experienced a scenario being asked of you, then simply imagine that you have and try to assume how you might feel in that situation. I'd like to invite you to pour a glass of water, sit back, and relax as we unfold your fate and the secret to overcoming the next hurdle in your life. You know, well, good luck with that, but let's see. We're going to start with some basic, easy questions. Yeah, you know, you said that last time. If you answer these questions twice, your advice may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about many different variables. Many different factors are at play here, including the amount of time to answer proposed questions. With that being said, it's far more important to actually take your time and think about how honest of an answer you're giving before you give it. Whatever you do, do not rush the process. Time is your best friend here. You'll see what I mean soon enough. And here we go. Alright. Do you feel uncomfortable right now? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Are you nervous? Most of the time? Do you feel cold? Not particularly right now, no. Do you feel sad? Yeah. Have you ever hurt someone because you were hurting even though they didn't deserve it? Yeah. Do you crave acceptance by others? Yeah, I do. Have you ever lost a loved one? Many. Do you know what heartbreak feels like? Yeah. Do you believe in demons? You know, I'm a bit spiritual, but I'm not religious. But demons can exist because there's evil people. I'll go with yes. What was that about? Do you believe in curses? No, I don't. Would you consider yourself to be spiritual? I just said I was. Are you afraid of dying alone? Yeah, I am. If there was undeniable proof that a ghost was haunting you, would you continue to live in your home? Yeah, it doesn't mean it's bad though, so yes. Have you ever seen an object mysteriously move without being touched? Nope. Do you believe that it's possible for a game to summon supernatural forces into your life without you knowing it? You know, anything is possible, so I'm gonna go with yes on that one. Would you like to make more friends? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? No, I don't. I think I answered that question before, so no. Do you feel lonely? Yeah. Why talk? What? Talk to who? Talk to me. Do you make friends easily? No. Do you tend to avoid drama when possible? Yes. Have you had a near-death experience? Yes. Many. Even as far as death. You like horror movies? More or less. Not really, but yeah, okay, yeah, I'll go yeah. This is all very interesting. Why is it interesting? You know, why? Why is it interesting? Why is it interesting? Have you played the test? Yes! That's the spirit. What? Have you played the horoscope? No. Give it a whack. I'm totally not biased or anything. Yeah, yeah. I see what you're doing. Make me spend money. Do you watch porn? Well, that's a based question. Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a hard worker? Very much so. Do you have a low opinion of yourself? Very much so. Would you consider yourself to be a confident person? Nope. Would you help an old lady cross the street even if you were running late for an appointment? You know, I'm never really walking, but based on my phobias and my fears and a lot of my things wrong with me, probably not. So I would go with no. Would you kill all of your neighbor's pets just to save one of your own? You know, you make it really difficult. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't want my pet to die. I don't know about killing all their pets, but if it was a human, it would be about the same. So I wouldn't let them die. I would fight for their life. So I have to sacrifice on my own as well. Have you ever tried to smother yourself with a pillow to see if you could actually suffocate yourself? No. Have you ever been caught dancing when you thought no one was watching? Yeah, I have. Have you ever tried to roll your eyes back? No, no, it feels weird and it's creepy and no. Have you ever played a practical joke that you regret pulling on someone? Yeah. Are you streaming live right now? You know, that would be cool if I was, but I'm not. Are you recording this gameplay session right now? Yeah, actually, yeah, I am. If I told you I was watching you play this game right now, would you believe me? Considering the software and as much as I know about technology, yeah, you could. Yeah. If you left a comment for me at any point in time, I've read your words. Does this bother you? No. If you left a comment for me, does it make you feel positive that I paid attention to what you take the time? Well, I never left a comment, but if I did, and you read it, yeah, I guess. You understand that no matter what, I appreciate you. No, I don't really understand that. I really do. Yeah, you know, people have said that. And then those are the same people that have burned my bridges, so. Are you afraid of snakes? Not phobia, but yeah, I'm afraid. Like, it'll scare the crap out of me. Do you believe in magic? Yeah. Have you cried in the last month? Yeah. Do you have a hero? No, not really. Fictional, I guess, but not like fake, yeah, but I wouldn't consider that a hero, so no. Do you typically learn from your mistakes? Yeah. Do you enjoy outdoor activities? I would lean more on the yes than a no on that. Yeah, we'll just go with yeah. Would you consider yourself to be... Oh, yeah, I'm way lazy. Super lazy. Mega lazy. Yes, very lazy. You find the... Yeah, oh, stay motivated. Very hard. Very difficult. Yep. Very difficult. Do you put the needs of others before yourself? Nearly 99% of the time, yeah. Would your family and friends describe you? No. They don't describe me as anything. They really don't care. Have you ever cheated in a relationship? No, because I'm not that kind of person. I'm very loyal. Have you ever been cheated on in a relationship? Yeah. A lot. Would you consider yourself to be judgmental? That depends on the scenario, but yeah, I tend to be. I see. What do you see? You know, what are you seeing? Really? Really? What are you seeing? Are you a hero to someone else? No. Nobody's ever called me that. I may be inspirational, I guess, to some people, but nobody's ever called me a hero. And I highly doubt I would ever rise to that level. So no. Do you love animals? Very much so. I like dogs and cats and cows and pigs and anything. Just about. Have you ever found a family member on Tinder and wanted to hit them with a super like just to make shit real awkward? That's pretty specific, dude. But no. I'm not on Tinder. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, no. Now we're learning about you, buddy. You enjoy drinking alcohol? Well, since I can't drink it, and every time I do drink it, it doesn't taste very good anymore. No. Are you intoxicated? No, because I don't like it. Well, that makes one of us. I only get drunk randomly, and it's just the feeling I enjoy. Do you like the phrase sneaky sneak? Sneaky sneak. Sneaky sneaky? Sneaky sneaky snake sneak? Yeah, I'm good with it. Are these questions a bit strange to you? Yes. Do you have a vivid imagination? Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable in large social settings? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be antisocial? Very much so. Do you hold a grudge for long periods of time? You know, it was asked somewhat similar in the first test, and I'd have to say that, yeah, I do have grudges that have lasted a long time, but they're with people I don't talk to anymore, or even know anymore, so I'll go with yeah. Have you ever urinated? No! No! Do you like pineapple on your pizza? I can eat it, but I don't like it. Like, I can tolerate it. So, no. Would you consider yourself to be selfish? No. I try to be sometimes, but it doesn't really work out. Every time I'm selfish, it just never works out. Do you think you got a big ego? No. I don't. Would you consider yourself kinky? No. I don't have any kinky things. I say a lot of stuff, but I'm really straightforward and straight-laced. Would you consider yourself to be religious? No. I don't really believe in religion that much, if at all. Would you consider yourself to be temperamental? I can be. The depression makes it harder. If you had to kill someone to save your own life, but you knew they didn't deserve it, would you do it? No. I'd probably just go ahead and die. Interesting. Would you sacrifice your own life for a complete stranger? I kind of go back to like a lot of stories where like the hero saves someone randomly, even though they were not anything of a person. If it came down to a scenario or situation where like there was a shooter or something like that, yeah. And I've been in similar situations where I've taken tons of damage for someone, thinking that I was going to die doing it. So yeah, even more interesting. Have you ever been inside a burning building? Yes. Have you ever been to a funeral? Yes. If you could attend your own funeral before you died, would you take the opportunity to do so? Yes. If you could see into the future but you were told it would only reveal the absolute worst of what's in store for you, would you still look? Yeah, then I get a heads up on everything. If you had the power to stop time, would you use it to do something you know you shouldn't? No. If you had the power to remove one person from the earth, never to return again, would you use it? Yeah. If I told you that I understand you better than you understand yourself, would you believe me? Nope. If someone threatened to kill you, would your first response be to react? Nope. If a stranger stole money from you to support their drug addiction, would you forgive them if they apologized? No. That's not enough. Nowhere near enough. No. The drug addiction beat friendship or love or anything like that. And this is a stranger? Fuck no. No. If a family member said something nasty about you behind your back, would you confront them about it directly? No. It always happens. I don't confront anybody when they say something about me and I hear about it, even in different languages. So I just remember it and it makes me understand who they really are. If you had to eat a raw squirrel brains for 3 days to stay alive, would you do it? No. If you woke up tomorrow and none of your family remembered who you were, would you choose to leave and start a new life? Yeah. Yeah, I would. If a homeless man was clearly sick, freezing, and utterly miserable in the rain, would you be willing to give him your clothes and walk home naked? To be honest, in this current environment and as scared as people I am and the situations I would be thrown into, no, I doubt that I would ever do this. I may go and buy stuff for him and come back and help him, but I'm not going to, like, I don't know. Also, dying in the cold rain naked isn't like, and dying alone is not one of my more favorable thought processes, so no. No. If someone accidentally hit you with a car but you suffered no injuries whatsoever, would you still be upset with them? Hell yeah, they're stupid. Have you looked for any hidden messages within these questions? No. Maybe you should have been. Why? What was hidden? What are you doing? Are you wondering if there's a deeper meaning to all of this other than just entering? Now I do! Miracles happen every day, do you agree? Yeah? Umbrellas aren't worth looking around. And you don't mind getting rained on, do you agree? Yep, I don't mind. Red is a prettier color than pink, don't you? Do you agree? Yeah. You ever feel like a plastic bag? That's a movie reference! I'm not a plastic bag blowing in the wind, so no. Eating in front of people can be awkward, do you agree? Yes, and it bothers the shit out of me. And somehow I managed to grit my teeth through it. Pardon the pun. Rings used as ceremonial wedding gifts are so outdated, do you agree? Yeah, it is. I don't really care for a ring. It doesn't really matter. I don't really like to wear rings, but, you know, I would get piercings or a necklace or a tattoo to mean something so significant. Or, you know, we could always talk about what could be considered as a ceremonial thing for a marriage. It doesn't always have to be a ring. Ring is just like what has been used by churches, so yeah, I agree. Did you realize the first letter of the last 6 questions when combined spells out the word murder? No. Do you know why that is? No. Does that make you slightly uncomfortable? No. Yes. Yeah. Are you going to start paying closer to what you've gotten yourself into? You know, honestly, yeah, because ADHD and OCD is kicking in. Do you realize it's too late to turn back now? Yes. I'm here. What do you mean you're here? Wait. What do you mean you're here? Do you hear someone in your room? No. Do you see shadows? No. No. Do you feel like no? Yes. Yes. Did you look around? Yes. Shut up. Do you feel like what the fucking question? Do you like long walks on the beach? No. 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 Do you enjoy giving gifts to people? A lot of people know that I do. So yeah. Have you ever felt like giving up on life? Many times, Ray. Many times. Do you love your family more than you love yourself? Yes, I would go with that. I don't really at all love myself. Do you have a best friend who's clearly better than the rest of your friends? How I don't have a best friend? How do I classify this? I have good friends that are better than the rest of my friends. But yes, no, yes. I don't have a best friend. I don't know anybody well enough to have that as a classification. No. No. Do you think there's some kind of conspiracy behind the coronavirus? No. I don't think that hard about that stuff because, you know, the world's stupid and Mother Nature's gonna kill us. So, who cares? Do you believe that you're human? Do you believe that you're human? No, I don't. I don't feel human. If you could turn invisible but never be visible ever again once you decided to use your power for the first time, would you ever use it? Yes. If you knew someone was about to rob a convenience store but you knew they were doing it to feed their family, would you stop them? Yes. If you were stranded on a remote island with a stranger and you were both starving to death but you found a secret stash of food that they didn't know, would you share it with them? Yeah. Honestly, if we both survive, we can do more. If you could turn into an eagle for 1 year, but you wouldn't be able to turn back into a person until that year has passed, would you do it? Yeah. If you had the opportunity to earn riches beyond your wildest dreams by fighting a grizzly bear to the death, using nothing but a machete and an army hand, no. I'm gonna die. That's stupid. If you had to pick one basic food item to eat exclusively for an entire year, would you choose potatoes? No. Sushi, yeah, but not potatoes. If pizza screamed in agony every time you bit a piece, would you still eat the pizza? No! If your best friend got hit in the If your best friend got bit in the genitals by a highly venomous snake, and the only way to save their lives was to suck the venom out of their genitals, would you do it to save them? Okay, so let's just go with the fact I still don't have a best friend, but you know, yeah. Like, I'm trying to save a life. At this point, you know, they're dying. They're not really going to care. I'm trying to save them. I don't really care. I'm bisexual, so I really don't care. So, and if it's a best friend and it's a dire situation, they're not going to overthink that. They are going to have that memory and they're going to be freaked out and embarrassed. And you know what? I'm not, because honestly, if they're alive, that's all that matters to me. So, yes. No. Do you feel mortal? Yes, very much so. Do you enjoy loud music? Yes. Do you feel awkward when you dance in front of others? Yes, but I don't do it. So, but yes. Do you suffer from anxiety disorder? A kind of anxiety disorder. Yes. I'm not gonna be specific about it, but it does cause panic attacks. But gotten a lot better about it in my life currently. So. Do you ever feel depressed? Yes, I am diagnosed with depression. You are not alone. What? Do I feel depressed? Yeah, I know. Do you feel relaxed? Never. Do you think you have a guardian angel watching over you? Hell no. Every time I think I do, life punches me in the face to remind me I don't. Do you ever hear your name being called when no one could have called it? Yeah. I hear all my names My real name, my nickname, and the name that I want to go by. It's weird. I'm going to take special note of that one. Why you meant to why? What's so important about that? You always look both ways when you cross the road? Yeah. Do you wash your hands every day? Yeah. Do you feel uncomfortable using public restrooms? Yeah. Is winter your favorite season? Yeah. Do you know anyone named Josh? No. No. Are you wondering why that last question is relevant? Yeah, because I don't know anyone named Josh. I'm being honest. Are you allergic to any animals? No. Have you ever thought about an animal in a sexual way? No, I'm not into bestiality, so no. Have you ever been in love? That's a difficult question. I guess once I had one time, but that didn't work out, and I didn't get a second chance because of the situation, and I eventually moved to here, and that was a long time ago. But no, I haven't fell in love since. I've liked people and been attracted, but so I guess yes. Would you consider yourself to be artistic? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be dominant in day-to-day life? No. Do you feel that you've gotten way too much time on your hands? No. I don't have enough. Can you be easily intimidated by others? Yes. Are you easily excitable? Yes. Do you enjoy solving complex problems? Yes. Do you have a difficult time relaxing? All the time. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. Do you trust easily? No, I usually don't trust anyone. It takes quite a while, so no. Would you consider yourself to be an honest person? Now I am. Since like the last 10 years. Have you ever told a lie? Yes. Have you ever lied to your best friend? Let's go with good friend. Yeah, I guess I've lied a long time ago. More than, let's see, 8 to 10 years ago. Yeah, I've been a different person since then. Have you ever lied to your family? Yeah. Have you ever lied about any answers? No. Are you wondering why all these questions have to do with lying? Yeah. It's all useful information. Why are you so focused on lying? Are you a people pleaser? Yeah, that's the biggest problem with me, and I've been trying to curb that, but I can't seem to. I always try to make people happy, and people like, I don't know, accept me. I've always been like that, so yeah. You enjoy being the center of attention? Yeah. You feel like you got a good sense of humor? Yeah, people say I do, but I don't think I do. Do you frighten easily? Yeah. Why? No. Stop. Don't do that. What the hell was that? Don't you jump scare me. Don't you jump scare me. Well, that was odd. I wonder what that was about. Yeah, what the frick? What did you kill in that room? That's possible. That's probably a good place for us to stop the simple segment of our questionnaire and move to the more gritty questions. All right. Next set of questions will not be yes or no answers. The next portion of our session will be filled with various scenarios that put you smack dab in the middle of a vital choice making. We'll see how well you handle your options as you delve deep into each scenario. Remember, the key to all of this is to answer honestly. Let's get started. Yeah, alright. Yay. You're home alone, it's dark, and it's storming outside. All of a sudden, there's a knock on your bedroom door. Someone's in your house. What do you do? No. Nope. Grab a close thing. I don't want a weapon. I got swords in my room. Very interesting choice. I got weapons. You meet a homeless woman on the street. She asks you for money. You find it within yourself to give her all the spare change you have. Just as you do, a homeless man approaches asking if he can have spare change. What do you do? I'll just let him know I have nothing more to offer. Really now? Why are you doing what? Both your mother and father will fall incredibly ill to a life-threatening disease. And there's only enough medicine and facilities to save one of your parents, and time is of the essence. What do you do? I don't know. Look, I didn't know my mother for the first 18 years of my life, and I still don't know my father, and I have a stepfather now. If I put all that based into conjecture, I would have a very difficult time picking. I'm gonna say I'd split it and try to save them both. That doesn't surprise me. What? Shut up! You find a case of money tucked away inside a dumpster. Inside there's 10 solid gold bars and a vial of a mysterious liquid. Under the vial there's a note that says the cure for cancer. What do you do? Well, apparently somebody stole that and somebody's like legitimately gonna come back for it. So keeping the gold's probably dumb. Keeping the vial's probably dumb. So I probably turn it into professionals that can make use of all of it. What a wasted opportunity. What do you mean wasted opportunity? You gotta think about the consequences of your future. You don't want to bring disaster upon yourself just because you want money and you're trying to give the vial of cancer killer to the authorities. Just give it all to the authorities, and hopefully the damn people that were looking for the thing don't try to kill you. Sorry, I shouldn't judge. What the hell? You're stuck alone inside of your house and you're starving to death. You're completely run out of food and no one's coming to save you for weeks. The only potential source of food around you is your family pets. What do you do? I'm not eating my dogs and cats and my Eevees, okay? Shut up. No, I will starve and they'll probably end up eating me anyway, so I'll just starve. Why am I not surprised? Shut up! Your neighbor's home is on fire. A blazing inferno among smoke emits from the windows. You hear screams for help coming from within, but you can't see past the flames. No one else is around in sight. What do you do? I just because I can't see past. Damn it. Fuck. You know, I was already in a similar scenario a long time ago. So, and I mean a long time ago. I'll do the exact same thing. I'll run in. I like that. Shut up. I could have died. Sometimes doing what you think is brave is stupid. I wasn't even trying to be brave. I was just trying to help people. And I didn't care if I died. You're fast asleep in your bed when you're woken by a sound that sounds like a woman's muffled cries from somewhere in your room. You quickly realize it's coming from under your bed. So, what do I do? Well, if I look under the bed, I'm probably gonna get stabbed in the face. Because I'm stupid. Hide under the covers. Well, that's dumb, because you could just come out and stab me in the heart. Jump out, about run out of the room immediately. Yeah, I'll probably run. Yeah, what? There's a chance you cut my feet, so I probably jump. Haul ass. Man in a fancy suit approaches you while you're walking down the street. He pulls a watch from his pocket and hands it to you. He claims that when the watch stops ticking, it marks the moment your time runs out on this earth. What do you do? Well, I'm not really gonna have much time to think about that, but when it stops ticking, I'm gonna die. So... And also, I'm not into confrontation, but if some guy just randomly comes up in here, here's a watch and it's gonna tell you when you die. That'd be great. I'll just go ahead and take it. Would you know? Yeah, I'd probably just take it. You're sitting at home playing a game on your PC when all of a sudden someone grips and squeezes your shoulders firmly from behind. Dude, why you say that right now? Immediately jump up and turn around. Scream and stay still in terror. Spin around. Well, that's the question. Was I home alone? You're sitting at home playing a game when the sun... See, if I'm always usually home alone. Always. And... You know, I don't expect... It's between what my reflexes would do and considering what I'm sitting in, no. I'd probably jump up and turn around. Huh. What's so funny? You're sitting in a bathtub trying to relax when a hand emerges from the water. What do? Jump out of the bath and run. Shit. Clever. What do you mean clever? I ain't gonna sit there and die. You get out of bed and immediately fall down in a deep dark hole. A man is standing above you looking down, telling you to put the lotion on your skin while he watches. Why are you doing a Hannibal movie reference? Put the lotion on its skin or you'll get the hose again. Put the lotion in the fucking basket. I'd probably put lotion on myself based on the movie. Smart choice. Shut up. You're sitting at home alone and all of a sudden your door slams shut. You see it before your very eyes and you know that no one is home. And it couldn't have been a gust of wind. Look for a weapon around the room immediately. Yeah, get that sword. I like that. Someone you've known for many years but have no attraction to you tells you that they've had a massive crush on you for a long time. What do? Yeah, I'd probably, if I have no attraction or no interest, I'd probably just say I'm flattered but not interested. Unless you're one of those types. Shut up! How am I supposed to answer? I'm supposed to, fuck! Your dog starts randomly barking to the darkest corner of your living room. There doesn't appear to be anything there, but your dog insists in escalating to growls. I would put my hand there, see if I feel anything. Take a note of that. What are you taking note of? What? You're weird. Stop it. You see a massive spider in your room the size of your hand. What do? Grab something bigger, smash it! Ass. Your closest family tells you that you're a serial killer. What do? Yeah, I really don't have any, like, blocks to that. They're gonna go to jail. You know, like, honestly, if they're going to jail, you know, don't tell me something like that. I see. Also, my family's not, like, on my highest level on my list. If you found out that you only have one day left to live, what would you do? Tell everyone? Do something insane and crazy, anything goes. Not to tell anyone, just act as nothing has changed. Yeah, I probably would not tell anybody, and it's a normal day. Because by all means, like, the first one would mean everybody's gonna be sad, and everybody's gonna be like, well, what's happening? The second one is like, yeah, but I do something crazy and just die sooner. At least I know when I'm gonna die. Not tell anyone at all, just act if nothing's changed. You know, the dying alone, I'm afraid to die alone, but I'm also like, I don't know. At the point that I am in my life and how noticed I feel about my life and how, like, connected to the world I am, what difference would it make telling anyone that? So I'll just go with that. Alright then. If one of your pets started speaking to you and told you that they're got a dire warning that they were going to die if you didn't let them eat all the ice cream in the freezer, what would you do? Nah, I'm not falling for that. Nope. Oh, lovely. If all of a sudden you could start hearing other people's thoughts and the person next to you was thinking about mugging you and stealing your money, tell them that that's not a good idea. Because if I tell them what they're thinking, they're gonna freak out. Sounds reasonable. That'd be funny. Your best friend comes to you and tells you that they just accidentally killed someone and they don't want to go to prison. What do? Try to convince them to turn themselves in. Aww. You're driving in your car and you accidentally run someone over. You're pretty sure that they're okay, but the fact that their head is clearly detached from their body suggests that it's probably just wishful thinking. What do? Well, I just told him to convince himself. I'm not gonna hide and run away. Turn myself in. I'm watching you. What do you mean you watch? What? I didn't kill anybody. Ass. Interesting how that played out. I think it's time that we moved on to the next portion of our test. Yeah, well. The following questions that shall be asked of you are, would you rather stop questions. Imagine you got a gun to your head and you absolutely must choose an answer. No matter how uncomfortable that may be. Let's get started, shall we? Sure, why not? Would you rather be loved by all or feared by all? Loved by all. Would you rather never get angry or never get jealous? Never get angry. Would you rather be held in high regard by your parents or by your friends? My friends. Would you rather live in space or under the sea? In space. Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people who need them? Donate my organs. Would you rather go to jail for 5 years for something you didn't do or get away with something horrible you did but always live in fear? You know what? That's worse. You know, I'd probably rather be in jail for 5 years knowing that I'm going to be fed, have a place to live, and all I got to worry about is other assholes rather than every day wondering if somebody's going to kill me or somebody's going to take me to jail and then I'll be in there for 50 years. So, you know what? Let's just go to jail for 5 years and bite that bullet. Would you rather work at a horrible job that you hate but retire comfortably in 10 years from now? Or would you rather have your dream job and work until the day you die? Work until the day I die doing the thing I love. Hell yeah! I'll do it till I'm a billion years old. Fuck yeah! Would you rather every shirt you ever wear to be somewhat itchy or be able to use one? I'm not gonna wipe my butt with one ply that's gonna get poop all over my hands every time I wipe my butt. Might as well just use my hand. So, itchy shirt, please. I would rather have itchy shirt. Would you rather have skin that changes colors depending on your mood, or tattoos that appear on your body that depict what you did yesterday? You know what? I like the tattoo thing. That sounds cool. But if I don't do cool shit, that's probably not gonna be good. So, would you rather shit every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you see a dog? That PG friendly, PG friendly. But you know, honestly, if I poop myself every time I got pleasure, or got pleasure every time I saw a dog. Honestly, you know how many dogs I see in one freaking day? Are you kidding? Are you kidding, man? I'd probably get off like 100 times before I get home. I drive around for my job. I would not be able to drive a car. I know I've heard stories of people that, got an orgasm like every 30 seconds for the rest of their days. That's terrifying. But the pooping myself when I orgasm, that's bad. But somebody would actually enjoy it. I guess somebody would have a kink in that. So that's actually a little bit. I'll take orgasm shits for 5,000, Alex. If your partner switched bodies with one of your parents and the only way to get them to switch back was to have sex with one of them, would you rather have sex with your partner in your parent's body or you have sex with your parent in your partner's body? What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? Sense of the question. What the fuck? Sex with my parent and my partner. No, that's weird. Sex with my partner. At least that's somewhat rational. Oh my god, that's terrible. No, it would not. I couldn't. This is not gonna happen. This would never happen. You know what hentai have you been watching? What the fuck? Well, you just curious. You fucking asshole. Okay, yeah, sure as you agree. Yeah, that was a really stupid question. We're going to end the test with short set of five. Okay, good. Simple answers. We'll get started now. Alright. Out of the following options, which number do you like the most? 11! Out of the following options, which color resonates with you at the exact moment? Blue! I'm a blue sweater. Out of the following, which creature are you least comfortable around? Spiders. Out of the following options, which flavor is your favorite? Chocolate. Out of the following options, which person you value the most? Friends. Out of the following options, which could you live the most without? Money. Out of the following options, which statement is the most accurate? I'm not brave. I don't know what, caring, I guess that some people would probably call me that, I guess. I don't know. Attractive? No. Never thought that. Never will. Smart? I probably like the highest one, so let's just go with that. Out of the following options, which one are you most afraid of? Dying alone. Almost finished, but I got one final question for you. Have you ever punched a nun? Why is this question back? You asked this the last time. No. Really, I gotta try this time. I really could take the edge off. No. What the fuck? Alright, we're done here. I'm through with you. I'm just going to calculate the results very carefully. I don't want to miss anything important. Okay. Okay, stay professional. Don't be an asshole. Alright, here we go. Based on what you told me, I've come to a conclusion that this is personally what I believe would be in your best interest to acknowledge, set in motion, and accomplish in the order to climb the ladder of happiness in your life. First and foremost, I'd like to start with a blanket statement that everyone truly needs to hear. Something that is taken for granted for far more than anything else in life. Something that has incredible, unique, irreplaceable value compared to any other thing on this earth. And that, my friends, is the value of time. Time is the most valuable form of currency you will ever hold in life. You can spend time on anyone, doing anything, for any reason. Now time can be spent, time can be wasted, and time can be taken away. But time can never be refunded, time can never be earned back, and more time can never be gained. Imagine a bank account with all the money you'll ever get to spend in life. Now imagine not knowing how much money is in your account. Imagine going to the store one day to purchase something you really need, and the cashier tells you, "I'm sorry, but you cannot afford that. As a matter of fact, you can never afford anything ever again." We only have so much time, and we only have no idea just how much, or how little we truly have before our bank account runs dry. And the fact that we get to decide and choose what we spend our time on just shows you how truly special it is when somebody spends their time on you. So now that we understand the incredible value of time, I'd like to make a suggestion for you personally on how I think you'd be best spending your time in order to achieve what you need most at this current stage in your life. Let's see here. Alright, this is fairly interesting. You're obviously a very caring person with a ginormous heart. But for some reason, you're not sharing that heart with enough people. Sure, every once in a while you help your family or friends with tough issues, and they know they can count on you for that. But you haven't gone out of your way to help a stranger nearly as often as I think you should. Now you might be thinking that the world has so many problems, you're only one person and it's not your responsibility to save everyone. And to that I say you're right. Now with that being said, that doesn't mean that you wouldn't personally benefit from helping a complete stranger whom you never met before. You see, I think if you spent some time helping someone you know nothing about, you'd learn something incredible from their gratitude. You know your friends, you know your family, but you have so much to gain by helping someone you don't know anything about. They will be so grateful for the time you've given them that they will bestow upon you a piece of knowledge you'll be thankful that they choose to share. And this piece of knowledge will help you during a very dark time in your life. Perhaps it may even help you right now. My advice is to take complete and utter strangers in consideration during your daily activities. If you give just a little, you will receive tenfold back. I kind of do that with people, but complete, I don't know about that. I'm just surprised there's something positive you have on your life going forward. I hope it's really. Well, I don't know how it's gonna help me. Secret word is stranger. Stranger, huh? Alright, I guess. Basically, something basically actually clear in the future part we'll be working on. You leave your secret word out of your com. Okay. One more thing. We greatly appreciate feedback and support. We read every single review and comment left for us. We love conspiracy theories behind the greater meaning of all of this. There's this test series, all will be finally revealed. Okay. We look forward to feelings. We'll share what you do as we work. Okay. Alright, thank you for playing. Okay, sounds good. Check out other titles. Alright, I would do that. And we also have a testing chain, which is connected to the testing chain in a very special and unique way. In the meantime, the advisor is another interesting experience I recommend. Alright. Pins is a direct independent development process. That's cool. Alright. Stranger, huh? I got the other word for the other thing written down. Okay. So, there's that. So, what the fuck is wrong? Alright, so that's the end of that one. We made a list of names of those who have supported. Like, see them. The list is quite long. No, I'm good. I imagine you have so many supporters. What's the point of putting continue if you can't continue? Weird. Okay, nonetheless. Stranger is the word for this one, and I'll add the word from the last one to this one, so we'll see what we get. Alright, everybody. If you liked the video, hit the like button below, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.